Right, rematch time. This time is against Ondician and it's a standard because he wanted a standard against me. And yeah, I saw this perfect opportunity to test this team. I mean, I've battled with it twice before, but neither of my opponents let me upload it, so that made me go sad face. But yeah, I leave my Biotoxic, my Roserade, and I know Roserades are common lead, but you know, when I use common pokes, I don't use common movesets. And as you can see, I've run Rain Dance on this thing, and yeah, since when do you see Rain Dance on a Roserade lead anyway? I may be wrong, there may be Rain Dance leads, but there aren't in my knowledge anyway. So I get 2 Slush Bomb Poison hacks in a row, which is like low. How do you like getting hacks now, idiots? And predicting the very obvious Ice Beam, I got to my cannons, because the mighty cannons of steel and water cannot be harmed by the element of ice. And if you're wondering, that wasn't a reference to anything, that was just random foolishness on my part. And my waterfall flinches. I expected that to KO at first because come on, it's Stab Bandit and it's in the rain. But he decides to be a jerk and leave with that, so yeah. You want more of this, boy? You want more? I'll give you more. And boom, whatever the waterfall sound effect is, and that thing dies. And at this point, I started to feel guilty because the hex was getting overboard and whatnot. And he decides to send out this pro, a female pro, without a top. How disgusting is that? So I'm pretty sure Bandit Waterfall is gonna do a whole lot, and I was hoping that Dynamic Punch wouldn't get me hexed too much, but to both of our surprise, I outspeed and he decides to bulk out, which is like low, and I killed a Machamp. But he decides to be a jerk and have a Shaman. Like, what the hell? And he decides to Seed Flare. I predict that and I get critted, not that it matters since I freaking quad resist this. And I thought this was an offensive Shaman, so it might pack Hidden Power Ice or Fire, but whatever it is, mutated Tails can take it. But he decides to switch as well and into that thing, and he decides to yawn me, which is like, come on, I'm a guy, you want me to sleep in front of you? And he decides to curse because I'm not sexy enough for him, and I fall asleep, and if I don't get out of there, I'm gonna get raped, even though I'm a guy. That's how disgusting Ondician is. And I send out my Armed and Armored Ghastly. How epic a name is that? Well, not really. He paralyzed me, and he goes for his second curse, and I thought he had take Fat, but he decides to be a jerk and pack immunity, so now I'm royally screwed. And at this point I was thinking, oh my god, what the hell, can I switch into that thing and not die? So I thought he might be greedy, go for another curse, but he decides to be a jerk and body slam me, and I don't even get my rain up. So I send out my Super Sonicu, or however the Japanese brawl thing goes, and my thunder hits, thankfully, and I fall short of KOing it, and Supersonic dies because it's not fast enough to evade a Fatso. A perverted Fatso at that. Sonic, you suck. Get a better voice actor. Nah, just kidding. I think I'm the only one that likes Jason Griffith as Sonic's voice actor. But whatever. I have freaking charm on Ice Hearts, and he decided to be a jerk and have Fire Punch. What the hell? So my Ice Beam freezes him, and I was like lol, and then he tossed immediately and body slams me. But that kinda doesn't matter since my second Ice Beam will KO that thing, which is like, yeah, take that. So now he's gonna send out this Ondiana Jones, if I recall correctly. It's a random name. It's not really random, I just can't remember it. And at this point I was thinking what to switch in, but since my fighting resist died, I didn't really have anything to switch into. And I was hoping that, you know, maybe he'll do something stupid and I can get a charm off, and I do, because he did do something stupid, like try to sucker punch me, but that doesn't work. But he decides to high jump kick after he charmed me, and oh my god, flashbacks. And he decides to, you know, knock off me. I was sitting there thinking, what the hell are you talking about? Why? knock off on a hit mode, what, and at that point I wasn't even thinking straight, I wasn't even thinking sensibly, and I was too shocked to do anything but sit there doing WTF. So I have nothing to switch into since all my grass resists are gone, and he's got lead seed and whatnot. And because my cannon lost its trademark ban, my cannons doesn't fire that well. In fact, it fires ice cold cannon shells. Like, you jerk, you're supposed to fire red hot cannon shells that explode on impact. So his first seed flare misses. That made him so mad, and I still have no idea why, because his second seed flare hit, and he was really glad that he got that crit. But I was like, what, dude, why? Come on, that's just overkill. You're gonna kill me anyway. This match is yours because you have a gay shaman. So I sent out my armed and armored Ghastly, and I start firing my AK-47s at that stupid Indiana Jones. But Indiana Jones is apparently very tough, and he can survive 5 rounds of AK-47s. And he decides to leap above the bullets and high jump kicks me, and I get paralyzed in fear, even though I can survive it really well. And the second high jump kick will KO me, which is not nice, and he doesn't miss. And it would be so funny if it missed. Ow. Forget it. I shouldn't be hoping for hacks. Excuse me. I had to take a sip of water. So yeah, Indiana Jones decided to high jump kick me, but my cannon doesn't dent that easily. And he on MSN he was like, Indiana Jones never dies, and I aquajet and he dies, and I was like, lol, you might want to rethink that statement. But I stopped laughing because he has a freaking shaman and it's gonna wall me to eternity. And his seed flare missed. I was like, now if I can get major crit hacks, but no. And he decides to be a jerk and make this video so much longer by going for protect. Like, come on, just seed flare me. I'm gonna die. Why are you doing all these stupid things? So yeah, I lost fair and square. I mean, come on, I lost even with hacks. So good game and goodbye.